Alright, so I'm watching HP Academy. Andre's up to using Display Creator for Motec, and I'm like, can this do that? Short answer no, long answer yes. Using Illustrator and a bunch of other workaround ways, ECU made it a little bit easier for us, and you can pick from a template that does a couple things, but they don't look exactly the same as that. And if you wanted to make that, it's a little bit more work. So things that make Andre's setup cool is the screen flashes purple when it hits RPM limiter. I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit here. And then in the, I don't know how they must have this over CAN, but the rest of these, they light up the whole thing red, including the color differences when it's in alarm. The other thing that he's doing is I don't have any, obviously, I'll show you how I'm doing this in a minute, but I don't have any kind of lap timing or any of that. So this is just constantly winning for me there. So the way I'm doing this is I have an ADU7, a black, and a Megasquirt tester called a Gym Stim, and it is giving the black RPM, different resistance values. There's TPS, there's I've kind of set it up so that the screen works, and then I have a power supply and USB to CAN and all that stuff. So I'll boot that up. So this is a bit complicated to do, but basically I did everything on, I don't think I can show it. But basically, I drew all of this in Illustrator and then imported each feature one by one, and that gave it like different function colors and yada yada. Way more work than Display Creator, but okay. So I got RPM, and as it increases, it gets limiter and it flashes purple. So yeah, we can see this is the shift gear, and I also have it set up so that's traction control mode. I was just trying two different things and I only have so many inputs. Engine temperature, which one? Oh, that's the other knob. So yeah, engine temperature can go. When it gets too hot, it spikes. Kind of run out of pot there, and oil, when it gets too low, it goes to red as well. Battery voltage. Another one I've been trying to recreate is the stack RPM because they're cool. I think eventually I'll get to try to make the cluster, but for now I've just started with this. Yeah. Then I've also been slowly working on this. I have a 86 FCRX7, and this is kind of a replica of the factory cluster. Doesn't fit as nicely as big as that one is, so I don't know if I'll actually end up keeping this, but it'd probably be a cool party trick when the car is done. So that's a couple examples of what this thing will let you do. I don't know, I have to say, like, I've tried a couple different dashes and used a couple and programmed them and blah blah blah, and this is my favorite one. Probably the most familiar one, so that's a little bit of bias, but the logic tree and all the other things that this thing will let you do is pretty, like, if you can dream it up, there's probably a way to make it do it. Yeah, so yeah, it's my favorite one. Price point ain't bad, looks cool, doesn't look cheesy, and yeah, thanks for checking this video out.